So in this video, I'll present you the 7 reasons why cloud backup is the right choice and 3 reasons why it might not be so wise to use it. Well, although I may be biased because I'm the co-founder of a website that talks specifically about cloud data backup and storage, I think everybody should consider signing up for a cloud backup service these days. And here's the thing. Every day, we are adding gigabytes of data to our computers and smartphones. The resolution and quality of our videos and photos increased dramatically over the last couple of years. All of them saved on SSDs or even worse, spinning disks that are really prone to failure. The question is not if, but when you'll be sitting in front of your computer regretting not having backed up before. But there is more to cloud backups than mere disaster protection. Over the last 5 years, storing data in the cloud has become commonplace and thus incredibly affordable. Carbonite, for example, offers users unlimited cloud backup for as low as $3.50 per month as of June 2016. Back in the day, storing a terabyte online wasn't even remotely conceivable. Fortunately, things have really changed. Today, I show you my top 7 reasons why I think cloud backups are the right choice, now more than ever. I do realize there are a few misconceptions, but also some very valid objections against cloud backups. So, I will highlight 3 additional reasons why you might not want to opt for a cloud backup solution for your personal files or even business files. Let's go! So number 1 is you need a backup. Have you backed up your computer? Come on, I can see you're blushing. Don't worry. Many people I ask this questions actually don't have a backup at all. My friend, let's call him Greg, is just launching his outdoor bootcamp business. Fortunately, he could sign a couple of contracts already, create personal training regimens for his clients, and taking basically dozens of pictures of his sessions with his clients. But does he have a backup of his documents, of his photos? Well, unfortunately, no. His business relies on the data he collects. Losing a contract or training plan may cost him days to recreate at best. At worst, well, it can mean bankruptcy because he loses all his contracts. Cloud backup services make it very easy to get started. You don't have to deal with, hard drives, cables, and backup schedules, and complicated software. Let's look at one of the most popular cloud backup services I like to recommend, which is Carbonite, and you can read a review or watch the review right here. This is how the software looks like. The only thing you need to do basically is hit the backup button and all your selected files will be transferred to the cloud. And here comes a little pro tip. While one backup certainly is better than none at all, I recommend you keep at least one local backup stored on an external hard drive somewhere at your house or the office, and another one in the cloud with a cloud service provider. Now then there is the recovery of versions of files. And one of the huge advantages of cloud backup services is, in my opinion, being able to recover past versions of files. So even if you delete a file or accidentally overwrite one with the wrong data, you can browse through the file history and get previous versions back. In our example, Carbonite provides a 30-day version history, which is great. And this is how it looks if you need to retrieve a file from the past. Just hit the restore button and browse through the history and voila, download the version that you need right now. So another point I'd like to discuss is continuous data protection in the background. Now, backup software removes the hassle of having to stick to a fixed schedule and remember to hit the backup now button. The software sits quietly in the background, scans the operating system for changes, and backs up what is necessary. The good thing about it is that subsequent backups are much faster because only the changed portions of a file will be uploaded. Now, cloud backups also allow you to back up external hard drives. If you're anything like me, you need external hard drives because your small, tiny, teensy SSD on your MacBook Pro doesn't cover all of your storage needs. So, without a cloud backup service, you would have to buy another external hard drive to back it all up. Cheap solutions like Backblaze, CrashPlan, or in our example here, Carbonite, allow you to add an external hard drive to your backup stack, and it really doesn't matter its size because it's, well, unlimited. Another advantage is the anywhere access of files. I know you've been there, going to a meeting just to realize you've forgotten the presentation on some other device, and now you need to improvise the whole thing, and it's really a mess and it doesn't look very professional. Now, most mobile apps from cloud backup services allow users to recover files from anywhere where an internet connection is present. So I can go in, I can search for the file I need. As it sits in the cloud, I can simply download it to my mobile device and access it with any app, and the presentation is good to go. Also, cloud backups provide cheaper initial costs than traditional backup. Good cloud backup services like Carbonite or CrashPlan are available from $5 per month per computer, so you don't have to worry about spending hundreds in hardware or backup software to get your initial backup going. Yes, after a couple of years, the subscription cost adds up, but don't forget, you need to replace hard drives as well after a couple of years, if you're lucky. In case of cloud backup providers, they take care of replacing broken hard drives in their data centers and keep redundant copies of your files in distinct locations. Then there's the issue of security and data protection. If you're browsing for the ideal cloud backup solution, you need to make sure it supports data encryption. Now, there are several encryption strategies, and it's all very complicated, and covering them here in this video would be really out of scope. Suffice to say that encryption should take place before data is sent to the cloud, sometimes referred to as end-to-end encryption or local encryption. The advantage: the user, that is you, defines the key and not the backup company. Therefore, providers cannot read files uploaded to their servers, even if forced by the government or other agencies to reveal your files. So, these are my top 7 reasons why I think you should consider a cloud backup solution either for yourself or business files. But let's look at some of the downsides as well when cloud backup might not be ideal. So there are slow internet speeds still everywhere. If your home is only equipped with a very slow internet connection, cloud backups might not be the right choice for you. The initial backup takes a lot of time, no matter the provider you choose. The decisive factor at play is the so-called upload speed. If you don't know what your ISP supports, you can, figure this out by giving them a call or writing them an email. Generally, if you should have less than 1 megabit per second throughput, cloud backups can take an eternity to complete. It might also not be ideal if you're behind a metered or limited bandwidth connection, or if you're charged by the gigabyte. I know of some folks in New Zealand where that's the case. Cloud backups can become very, very expensive all of a sudden. Also, if you have a lot of storage, it can be problematic. If you're a business with a lot of data, for example, a video production agency with dozens of terabyte worth of video files, cloud backup may be a challenge. I would also not recommend businesses to sign up for consumer solutions just because they are cheap and you can save a quick buck. Businesses, in my opinion, need business-grade backup support and even disk imaging support, all of which are really hard to find in consumer plans. Then lastly, there are data privacy issues. Your business may fall under certain legislations that prohibit uploading files to a third party if servers are not located within the operating country. That would make signing up for some of the major cloud backup services difficult because their data centers are almost exclusively located in the US. Overall, I think the advantages of cloud backups outweigh the disadvantages. Personally, I think Carbonite is a very good choice. If you're interested, here's an in-depth review of the service. And obviously, let me know what you think, and remember, always back your stuff up and subscribe to this channel because we're going to update you on the best services available to you. See you next time.